I know that heroin is hard to quit. I know that having a near-death experience the way you had it, you're probably like, that's it for me. I'm never going to do it again. But it's easy for that to be it for you and never do it again if you're in lockdown. Because once you're released, you end up going back around the same people, places, and things. And you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. There's a $1,000 fine and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
That is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
The offer that I made to defense counsel was that the $1,000 fine would be probated and should be included on the part of the paper.
All right, if you all want to write that in there. All right, other than that addition, did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
So the agreement is that the fine will be probated. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor, we'd ask to waive PSI.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Well, Your Honor, she understands what she did. She's taking full responsibility. We're asking the court to follow you.
What happened to your arm?
I was on drugs and, you know what I'm saying, I had maggots in my arms. I was in the hospital. I passed away and I had surgery.
Okay.
It's not.
And how old are you?
I'm 33.
Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
All right. Who is your support system? Do you have family here?
Yes.
What family do you have here?
I have my mom.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, ma'am. I got a brother.
How many?
I have one.
One
Yes, ma'am.
brother? And where is he?
He's from his family. He's
Okay.
married and everything.
Okay. So why did you start using? Do you know?
Yes, my mom left me under the bridge when I was younger and I grew up in the streets basically.
Okay. And how old were you when your mom left you?
17.
Okay. So the person who was with you by the name of Stephen Rivera, do you know him or no? You're gonna have to say yes or no.
No.
Okay. And let me mute us for a moment. It's not my intent to embarrass you, but I firmly believe that you need drug rehab. And so I'm trying to figure out in my mind what program would be best for you. Because I mean, you're not going to be released from custody today. You're going into a rehab center because I think she needs that. Heroin is a hard drug to stop using. I remember watching these documentaries. I think they may still do them. They used to do them on, I think, VH1. And it was about the 80s bands and how much drugs they were using. And the band member, who is the lead singer from Aerosmith, Steven Tyler?
Steven Tyler.
Yeah. Steven Tyler was on, and Steven Tyler, I think, was on heroin. He kicked the habit, right? But he said he was watching a program, and in that program, somebody had died from a heroin overdose. And he said the first thing that came to his mind was, that must have been some good heroin. And he said that drugs tend to mess with your mind like that. You know, it releases endorphins or something that it does that makes you feel great, right? To get away from your problems. And then there were other band members, they call them the 80s hair band. And I don't even know why they were doing this. They said they were shooting up alcohol. Can you imagine taking like Jack Daniels and shooting up Jack Daniels? They said they were just doing everything, and they're lucky that any of them survived. So I know that heroin is hard to quit. I know that having a near-death experience the way you had it, you're probably like, that's it for me. I'm never going to do it again. But it's easy for that to be it for you and never do it again if you're in lockdown. Because once you're released, you end up going back around the same people, places and things. I don't know if your mom has changed or not, but you're telling me your mom left you underneath a bridge at 17. And now you're telling me your support system is your aunt and your mom.
Yeah. I
Maybe
really
she's
got-
changed. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to do. Court is finding you guilty. The court will sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 4 years. And how far did you go in school?
Ninth grade.
All right. Is there a reason why you dropped out at 9th grade?
My mom withdrew me.
Okay.
It's
So what are your hopes, your dreams?
to stay clean and sober, get a job in the society again.
All right. So what type of employment do you want? What do you want to do?
I want to do.
I know I'm putting you on the spot,
It's okay.
but this is what I want you to do. I want you to think about what you want to do employment wise with your life. You can always start with your hopes and your dreams. Some people are like, hey, I want to be president of the United States. Okay. If people stand before me and tell me they want to be president of the United States, or they want to be a doctor or a teacher, or whatever they want to do, if they want to work at McDonald's, my next question is going to be, what steps are you taking to make yourself
to reapply for Social Security office and
Mhm.
to go to get my food stamps and try to get back, like I said, in society.
all right. So you're going to have to get an education in something.
Yes.
So either trade school or either go back and get your GED.
Get my GP.
All right. So I'm going to order 200 hours of community service restitution. 100 hours will be waived if she obtains her GED or if she's in some sort of trade school. All right. Good luck to you. Okay. Take care of yourself.
Yes.
We can go off the record. If there's an issue when you're released, talk to probation about it. If you think you're going to use, pick up the phone, call your probation officer and say, I think I'm going to use. What they'll do is they'll try to help you. If you feel like they're not helping you, come back to court and I will. All right.
Yes.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a seat.
Hello. Hi. Why is it always an issue with getting you to come over from the jail? Because do you know, I get orders where people want me to sign them. And here's the thing, and he'll tell you, I've been a defense attorney before, and I've had clients who don't want to come to the jail or they don't want to do certain things. And I always tell my client, at the end of the day, if you're supposed to be in court and you don't want to come and the deputies bring you, who's going to end up winning that fight? Somebody may end up getting tased. Somebody may end up getting bruised. And guess what? It's not going to be the deputies. So when you're ordered to come over, just come over. Okay. Yes.
When you said getting tased, you looked at me and I was.
No, you're not going to be tased unless you're going to. I mean, some attorneys have gone to the mat for their clients. So when you're ordered to come over, there's a reason why you're being brought over. It's to take care of your case. And at the end of the day, I don't think if this ends up going to trial, I don't think you want to go to trial with your attorney having never spoken to you or you've ever been in court to question certain things about discovery. You understand? All right. So where are we, counsel?
Just so you know, Judge, I've met with her while in custody. We have not had any issues, and I know that my understanding, came here willingly without issue today.
Yes.
In regards to discovery, I had significant issue trying to get discovery.
Mhm.
I believe I finally have received it. I
Okay.
need time to go through it. I did confer with my client last week, conferred with the state today. They made us an offer, but there's some work I need to get done in order
Okay.
to even consider what I would recommend to my client.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. Ms. Ferguson, give me a 30-day reset.
August 22nd.
All right. So we're going to come back on August 22nd. You need to be here. All right. And that's going to be your plea deadline date. On that date, you need to let me know whether or not you worked out an agreement with the state. If you have not worked out an agreement, then what will happen is your next date will be your jury trial date. Okay. All right.
May I apologize to the court? I was having issues with my attorney. We just were
Not this one, correct?
not this,
Okay.
and it was communication issue. So that's
All right. I accept your apology, but see, here's the issue. How do I know there's communication issues with your attorney that you're telling me if you don't come to court? All I know is you're not coming to court and you're about to be forced to court. You understand? So don't do that again. Okay. All right. Is there anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, we'll be back on August 22nd. That will be the plea deadline date.
All right, thank you,
Your
Judge.
excuse.
Thank you.
Thank you. Did you understand?
My name is Happy. I upload courtroom video for education purpose. This video may contain copyrighted works not specifically authorized for use, but believed in good faith to be protected by the fair use doctrine under Section 107 of U.S. copyright law.